Good morning, everybody.
Good
How y'all
morning.
Good
doing?
morning.
It's
Good Saturday
Saturday,
morning.
and we're
Yeah,
back.
we back.
How y'all doing out there? Is it raining in your part of the world? It's raining in
It,
mine.
it's raining in mine.
It's a rainy day in
Yeah.
Virginia.
It
Which
ain't raining
means
where I'm at. It's burning up
this
on
is
the West
probably the
Coast.
only thing that's going to dissipate our heat right now because it was burning up here too.
Right.
Hey, everybody.
Yeah.
You all know the drill. I'm Rose Fauntleroy, your virtual time and sales genie. I help you to reclaim your time. So, with your sales, you can reclaim your bottom line. Good morning, Sherry. Sorry we took so long, but we here. My beautiful co-hosts on this Saturday morning going to introduce themselves, and we're going to roll in and roll out.
All right now. Good
Mm.
morning, everyone. Happy Saturday. Are y'all up? Got your coffee, then had your breakfast, went outside in your front yard or backyard and got some fresh air. We've been up for a minute. We're here to come. Like Rose said, we rolling in, we rolling out. And it is good to come this morning and see and talk to you again. I'm Kayshawn Brooks, owner of Renew You Body Butters, a skincare and holistic business. I'm all about renewing your skin, renewing your life. And I'm excited to what we got to talk to you guys about today. It's about moving quickly sometimes. Sometimes we gotta, you walk sometimes, you skip sometimes, and sometimes you gotta run. You know, you
Sometimes
know,
you have to run.
let me back that up. You crawl, walk, skip, and run. And it's a season to do every step sometimes.
hmm Good morning. I am. I'm just glad to be here today. I am Vicki Kirk May. I am better known as the Educator's Passion Accelerator. And when I tell you, we have a great topic for you on today, as Kayshawn has already said, we're going to talk about the quick start and just how important it is to have that quick start, and how things such as doubt and fear, procrastination, and just other and other bad habits that we have formed over the years that continue to keep us from being successful or accomplishing our goals, because you know we're we are just so used to thinking about that good thing but never taking action. And so we have a lot to share with you guys in just a little amount of time. And so
Hmm.
I think today you really need to get out your pad, your pencil, whatever type of device that you use to take notes, because I do believe that if you implement some of these things on today, or
Hmm.
at least get to thinking about what do I need to do in order to get to implement um, the strategy, the technique. What, do I need to change my mind? Do I need to change my behavior? What is it that I need to do in order to get off not only just a good start, but a quick start? And so I'm excited about today. As always, whenever we come before you, we do not take it lightly. Shout out to our coach, Coach Danielle Winningham, for being the awesome lady that she is, for allowing us the opportunity to share her platform with you guys on today. So, Rose, I think we're ready to get at it.
Right.
We ready to roll, y'all.
We ready to
Yeah, we're
roll.
ready to.
Okay. We're talking about a quick start. I know some people are probably thinking, okay, I'm going to get to the money right away.
Hmm.
Hold up. Wait a
Pump your
minute.
brakes.
Pump your brakes. Because quick start means that you have to do some self-examination in what you're trying to do, what you putting in place. You have to put some initial pieces in place first that will allow you to quickly get to the next level. Well, that takes self-examination. Self-examination, looking at the things that you're good at, the things that you can readily do that will save you time in your business, but looking at also the things that you're not so good at that you can delegate out to someone else. See, moving quickly doesn't mean that you do everything on your own by yourself to yourself.
Right.
It means that you look at the things that you're good at and then you delegate out and manage the things that you're not.
That's it.
That'll give you one piece of the quick start. Now I'm gonna let y'all go ahead with some other pieces because I got some more.
You know, as you were talking, I was thinking about when I first started my business, how I just didn't know. It was a lot that I didn't know. I mean, it's still a lot I don't know now, but definitely at the Genesis, it was so much that I didn't know, but I still was trying to do it. And because I was trying to do things that I just had no idea of doing, or I was not even good at those things, or I just didn't even like doing what I was trying to do. All it did was encourage and foster procrastination.
There you go. That's another piece.
See, that's what it did. And procrastination will kill your dreams. Procrastination will cause your self-confidence to plummet. Procrastination will steal you of all your coins. And so, for me, I needed a quick start. But I also had to come to terms with the fact that I had to decide if I was going to be the CEO or the COE. I was going to be the chief, the chief of everything, that COE, or I was going to be the CEO, because the chief of everything was not working out for me. And so the first thing I had to do, if I wanted that quick start, if I just wanted to get up and get going, I had to release some things. I either had to grow or I had to control everything. And there's no way you can grow and you want to be in control of everything, especially if you're trying to control something that you don't know anything about.
Girl.
And so that's why I'm excited about Coach's Quick Start plan, because, to me, it's eliminating the excuse of, I don't know what to do, I don't know how to do, or I have to do this all alone.
Right.
That is like, that's not an excuse anymore. And so, for me, I just had to release all of that pressure that I was putting on myself. I no longer did I want to be the chief of everything, because I was screwing it up. I was screwing my business up before I even got it started. How many of you all out there in the virtual world, because you want to do it all, because you want to be able to say that I made this happen, that you're screwing up your dreams and your goals, you're delaying because you want to do it yourself, or because you want to be the one to come up with the bright ideas, when you have someone like a Coach Danielle that's laying it out.
Laying it out.
But we're in love with procrastination.
We are.
So I'm divorcing procrastination in this season, in period, not just this season. I quit you, procrastination.
I rebuke you.
You breaking up. You breaking up with you breaking up.
I'm breaking up. I declared and decreed, you're out of my life, procrastination.
Right.
You do not serve me in any kind of way. You don't make me feel good. You don't talk to me good. You're not giving me any money. You're not rubbing my shoulders when I need you to rub my shoulders. You're not doing anything for me, procrastination. So I divorce you. Be gone.
Bye. Bye, procrastination.
That's another good point. You gotta know when to cut the ties.
You
have to know when to let it go. What's that Frozen song? Let it go.
Let it go.
That's the song.
But it is let it go.
You gotta be able to let it go. And sometimes, and I may be wrong. And y'all out here in Periscope land and Facebook, we see you all. You all can correct me if I'm wrong. Us women sometimes hold on to things longer than we should. We know it's not serving us. It's not making us feel good. Like you said, Vicky, it's not rubbing our shoulders. It's not growing the bank account. Hell, we can't even go get something out the bank account to go get our shoulders rubbed. But we still hold on.
We do.
Still hold on instead of saying, I let it go.
You know why we hold on? Because we have that chief of everything mindset.
Ooh.
You know, we think we can do everything, learn everything, and like Vicky said, that I want to say I built this up from the ground up, that it was me and no one else, and that is the wrong mindset to have. And I'm going to be vulnerable, but it's an accomplishment with you guys. Pinterest. I was one of those. When I be talking to y'all, I'm talking about myself. I was one of those. I'm doing it myself. I'm going to pay for it. I mean, I'm going to save money. I can learn just about anything. And I wanted to be like, no, this is me. I did it. I put all in the footwork. But when I came in this community, our coach was like, look, you hurting your business trying to do everything instead of being an officer over the things. And with that being said, so I was trying to do Pinterest on my own because I'm all like, forget that. I can learn Pinterest. I'm about to do this Pinterest.
Right.
In 3 months, I think I was up to about 6,000 followers, monthly viewers. But I didn't know what the heck I was doing. It's like my brain, it's like God put a block up and was like, you ain't learning nothing else about this. Go hire someone. It's been it's been 4 months, and my Pinterest as of today is at 304,000.
Wow!
That's great.
What I tried to do, I only made it to 6,000 in 3 months. But when I let go and gave it to the person who was skilled in that area and stopped trying to control everything, then look how the numbers jump. So now what I do, what I control what she, I monitor what she does. Now I'm looking at my stats like, hey, what's going on? It's kind of stagnated, and I'm getting reports. Oh, well, blah, blah, this and blah, blah, that. That's the type of stuff I want on my mind. Give me an update of what's going on. What's the plan for next month? And we're seeing results compared to those shenanigans I was doing in the beginning of the year.
Now that's some CEO stuff. That's the chief executive officer stuff.
That's it.
Now the chief of everything got you to 6,000. Now, now this is a mantra of mine because I am one of them people too. I can learn anything to do with technology. Your girl is on it. Okay. But you, at some point, you have to say, just like you got yourself to a certain point, but you couldn't take yourself to the next level because you needed to give it to an expert who does that for a living, who that's their bailiwick. That's what they do. Now, my mantra is you should know how to run the things in your business. No one should know how to run your business better than you. But you don't run your business in the ground with that.
Right.
The reason that you learn the basics is so that when you hire someone else, now you know how to read the reports. Now you know how to say, okay, last week this stat was this week is this, what's going on? Now, if you had never done anything with Pinterest at all, you wouldn't necessarily be able to as readily do that. See, that's one of the things, the research. So you got to do your research. That's one of the things that takes you from being slow and running your business in the ground to a quick start.
Right.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't have known this information without Coach Danielle. I mean, I'm pretty sure someone else in the world would have told me, but this is the type of information you get in the quick start guide. You know, everybody don't move at the same pace. You know, there's some of you out there who got a plan, who then wrote it down and got missing pieces that you need to fill in. And you need to go to this website and sign up for this quick start guide so you can know what's the missing links for you in your business to propel and prosper.
That's right. That's right.
The first couple of months of one of the things that I do is I teach team building and leadership, and I started teaching that it just came out of ministry. I did it in church, and because of all the research and reading all the books and all of that, you know, I can honestly say that I'm an expert when it comes to leadership and team building. And one thing that I would tell participants or the attendees of the workshop is that success is a team sport. Excellent. And that if you think that you can be successful without the help and the assistance of others, you've already, you know, lost. And so, you know, and so I would tell them that the answer to who doesn't always have to be you. And that was something that I had to learn for myself, because I felt like nobody loved my business like I did. Nobody understood my vision. Nobody could even really see it. So how could they help me if they didn't love it? But someone, you know, that I respect and saw me in a tizzy and in a frenzy in my business, and I was in basically I was in overwhelm. And he said to me, the answer to who does not always have to be you. You can't show up in your greatness because you're trying to do things that you shouldn't even be doing.
Right.
And it's messing with it's stifling your creativity. And it did. Absolutely. I should have been using all my energy on creating products and services and, you know, ways of making money. But I'm back here trying to work this technology. Y'all know how I am with technology.
Right.
And I'm here trying to do all. And he was like, why are you doing all of this? Yes, you need to know this, but it does not, this needs to be done in your business. But who said it had to be you?
Right.
And your business will never grow.
That's right.
So you have to decide. I think it was John Maxwell that said, you either going to control your environment or you're going to grow your environment, but you cannot do both.
That's
so
right.
What do you want? Because that's going to determine the choice that you make. Yeah. And so you have to ask yourself, are you going to sit here and think yourself out of a successful business? Girl. Are you going to sit here and just procrastinate and come up with all these excuses of why you can't do this and why you can't be that and why you can't have that and why it was meant for somebody else and not you? Or are you going to allow yourself the opportunity to experience the quick start, to know the what? See, sometimes we so busy about the how Sometimes we need to what's the what?
Yes.
I can't go any further because I don't know what to do. Forget about the how to do it. I want to know the what to do. And
I like
so, I just, I'm excited about everything that Coach is preparing, for those who are connected. Well, those who need her, because I think of a lot of us that need her that don't even know. And so she's already preparing for the influx of women, of entrepreneurs that need that quick start, that need that that girding, and that support that she gives, just working in her natural mojo. I mean,
right, it's natural. It is natural.
It is. It is.
And see, there again, there's another element to the quick start. Team. It's a team sport. It is not an I sport. It is not the who is not always you. It's not an I sport. It's a team sport. And a lot of people think I can't create a team because I don't have the funds to create a team. But when you stay in the lane that is your lane that God has created for you, be it creativity, be it technology, be it any of that, when you stay in your lane and bring in the dollars that allows you to create the revenue for your business, then you can hire a team. A team doesn't cost as much as you think.
Right.
You save time. You hear me say it almost every week. I say it almost every day. Reclaim your time to reclaim your bottom line. Well, when you stay in your lane that brings in the revenue, that's why you're in that lane, not doing everything else. You do a little bit of get started, but then you delegate it off.
Yes.
Have the funds to create that team.
Yeah.
You know what? Think of how my mindset changed with the Pinterest. Like I went from trying to take all these classes, because for me, Pinterest, I just went there to get quotes. That's all I know about Pinterest.
Right.
Quotes. I didn't even know you can run a business on Pinterest. So trying to learn that and taking classes and this master class and this and that, it was like, I stopped all of that. And now that I have a team and I'm building my business, now I'm thinking on like the content structure, making sure it's matching, the other platforms. It was like my mind switched to, okay, she's the expert, but now how can I help her? We do this together and the business grow and flourish, because I didn't know I had to take on a whole new role, because after she straightened everything out, it was like, okay, I need A, B, C, D, E, F, G from you for the next month. And I was like, oh, wow. I didn't know. I wasn't expecting that, because I didn't know that other side of it. It was like what I was trying to do wasn't meant for me, because everything that was meant for me, then I have to go turn around and go ask for assistance, as in, how do I do this so that I can make sure she's doing her job right? So the mindset shifted, and you get that with the quick start guide, because I was focusing on the wrong thing. Now I'm focusing on the right thing, and I let go that control, and now my business has grown. Just like control or grow.
Yeah. Like Vicky said, control or grow. And when we look at, I think it's because society has programmed us this way. A lot of what we fall into, procrastination, control, all of those things, is what society has programmed us into, because we didn't know better until we got wise counsel. We didn't know, because that's what we see. You model what you see, and you model what's in your environment. Think about it. Us women business owners, a lot of us are single parents. Okay. So what do you do in your household when you're a single parent? You got to control everything.
You control
You,
everything.
you have to control everything. You got to make sure the children are fed. You got to make sure that there's a roof over the head. You, in order for those things, you got to make sure that you're working and bringing in the money to be able to do that. You got to control how those bills are paid. You naturally fall into a controlling state. Men hear this. You say that women are over ambitious or too controlling. That's just a little side note. I digress. Let me come on back. But when you're doing things on your own, you have to take charge. You have to. But you, and in that respect, you're taking charge within your household, within yourself, within your family. But when it comes to your business, you can still do that, but you relinquish that immediate control to an outsource. You still get to control it, but it's just not yours to do. You control from a higher level versus a right there in your lap level.
Yeah,
that's it. So, you know, but
came up with that. That just hit me.
Yeah. You know what you're saying is you have to eliminate ego. Ego and success, they're not in the same community.
Not at all.
They're not neighbors.
Okay.
They don't even live on the same street. And so a lot of our behaviors, they're being fueled by our ego. And you can't have ego. See, ego will keep you from clicking on the link.
Right.
You know, and getting because this information is free, right? This quick start guide, right?
It is free. It is free.
You know, sometimes I get so excited about.
It's the one thing that is free.
You know, so you know, so the ego would keep you from doing that, knowing already. Yeah, I mean, get rid of the ego. Get rid of ego.
Pride.
Ego exists for a reason, but right now, ego is not serving you right now. Ego is not serving you if it's causing you to have, you know, so much pride or, you know, whatever. You know, that, hey, I'm not gonna click on this link. Oh, I'm not gonna listen to what these, you know, ladies are saying. You know, I already have it planned out. Do you know how many times I had to trash my plans?
Okay.
Because
you let your ego run.
See, that's another thing. I never get so attached to something that I'm going to allow it to keep me from going to that next level. And that was a huge, oh my gosh, that was a huge lesson for me to learn. I mean, I spent weeks and hours doing this, and you're telling me that it's trash.
That's a good point, Vicky. That's a good one because we create these things, these businesses, these ideas. We hold on to it so tight because we make it our child, we make it our baby, and you don't throw your babies away. But in business, you can't. It's business. It's not personal. It's business. Yeah. If it's not working, if it's not checking the boxes of growth, of opportunity, of revenue, then you got to go back to what the song say. Let it go.
Let it go.
You got to let it go.
Let it go.
Because trust me, just like you had that good idea, God's going to bring you another good idea.
Right.
But if you can't grow with
That's it. That's it.
Grow with it. If the opportunity doesn't grow you, it doesn't grow someone else. It doesn't grow the community. It doesn't grow the world. It can't bring you revenue. It can't bring you wealth, and it sure can't leave a legacy.
I mean, you know, I was like this before Stan and I got married. I was in a relationship for years, and it was like an in and out relationship. And because I had put so much time and effort and energy in this relationship, You know, I did not. I knew what I wanted. I wanted a husband. You know, I had already been divorced before, so you know, I love being married. I love being a wife. I wanted that type of relationship, but I you know, put so much energy and effort into this relationship. I did not want to let it go, and what I realized is me holding on to something that wasn't even giving me what I wanted was keeping what God had for me at bay.
You freeing somebody this morning. Come on, Vicky. Come on,
you
Vicky.
know, and so how can I want God to bless me with a husband, but I'm holding on to this relationship that I know it was not a godly relationship. It wasn't it wasn't making me feel good. You know, able to be my best and authentic self in that relationship.
Free the people.
You know, there was no abundance, no prosperity in that relationship. You know what I'm saying? But yet I'm believing God for this husband. And I'm going to tell you, it was not until I got naked. You know, I'm being transparent. When I say naked, I mean naked, spiritually, mentally, and physically. I came home from work one day, and I wouldn't even expect to do this, but I got out of my clothes. I got butt naked. I laid before God, and I told him all my dirty. Sometimes you just got to let everything go. And when I let everything go, when I gave it all to God, and I said, I don't know what I'm doing, but I know this is not me, and I know that this is not what you want from me. God is saying right now, this is not the way your business needs to be. I have more for you. And let me tell you all, those that think that suddenly can't happen like that, it can. Because that same day that I decided to let go of ego, to let go of pride, to let go of time that I had put into that relationship, that same night, Stan May texted me. And I said, hey, you can call me if you want to. And we've been together ever since.
See God.
We've been together ever since.
He answered prayer.
But let me tell you, but it was until I was able to let go of what wasn't serving me. It wasn't able until I had a poverty mentality and didn't even know it, because I was settling. I was settling for mediocrity. I was settling for average. I was settling for sub.
Yeah.
And God was saying, I had more for you, but not just in my relationship, but it was in my business too. And procrastination was causing me to settle. Not taking action was causing me to settle. And so I'm, you know, I don't even know how they came up, but I just feel like some of us are just settling. And God doesn't want us to settle.
It came up, Vicky, because God is giving you, he is working through you this morning to free somebody. Somebody is listening to this morning. Somebody will catch a replay later, and this will free them. This is what God is saying. You ask him for something, but then when you don't get it, you say God doesn't work. But if you are holding on, I don't know if y'all can see my hands. If you are holding so tight around something that does not serve you, because of what Vicky said, the time, the action you put into it. This is not just in a relationship, it's in your business. And you asking God, please bless me, please remove me from this. I've sacrificed so long, but until you open your hands,
that's it.
He cannot place in your hand what you're asking for if your hands are closed.
Right.
He keeps throwing it at you, but it keeps hitting a closed hand. It keeps bouncing off. It might go down the street to the next person. And you're wondering, how in the world? I've been asking for that.
Right.
You haven't opened your hand. You gotta let it go. You gotta release it. And ladies, don't get caught up
Mm.
staying in something that doesn't serve you because you're getting older and you put in so much time. Think about this. 10 years from now, you still holding on to the same thing, but you're 10 years older. If you don't release it and move forward and stop being scared to release it, your time will run out. Because time
Ooh.
is one thing that we do not get back. And it's hard sometimes.
It is.
Waiting expectantly. But God can't bless you with that thing until you lay before him and say, I give it to you and I'm willing
That's
to
it.
wait. I'm willing to be obedient.
Woo.
I'm willing to obey what you want. And that is just not it's in your bit. It's in everything to do with your life.
Yeah.
That's it.
Don't
That's
let
it.
society dictate to you that you gotta have it quick, fast, and in a hurry. Because if you go back and examine, quick, fast, in a hurry never lasts.
No.
Mm-mm.
My mother used to always tell me, you start quick, you finish quick. So if you want it to last. Now I was sitting over here while you were talking, Vicky. I wanted to get up out the chair and run, but God gave me this. You had said grow. Somebody said grow.
Mm-hmm.
Grow. You give respect for optimal wisdom. Grow. Whew,
This is so deep and so needed. And those watching, you know, like Rose, when you said how your hand got to be open.
You got to open your hand.
You got to open it and go into this link. Open your hand and push, use those digits and push those buttons on your phone, laptop, iPad, computer. Open. You got to open your hand to literally
open your hands. You
if
got
you think it, you can't talk it. You have to open your hand and do it. You've been asking. You've been praying. You've been settling. So stop settling. You've been asking. You've been seeking. You've been knocking on doors. All you have to do is open it. Open it and click the link. And it's free. It's free. And we already tell you, we don't come at you all business. No, we're coming at you spiritually, mentally, emotionally, you know, business-wise, the whole package, the whole thing. And don't get the name twisted, you know, quick start guide, because ain't nothing about that in there. You know, you're going to get done quick, fast, in a hurry. No, it's just eliminating you doing all the guesswork, all the running around. And you would think in this time and day that we're in, especially with how the government is, you know, like how they cut off even though I ain't got it, but they cut off the unemployment to the people, you know, who was surviving off of that. And they don't care what you're going through. You still have every single bill due. So where we're at in life, you need to be trying to do some stuff quick, because life ain't waiting on none of us.
No,
society is not waiting on none of us. So you need this quick start guide. You don't have time to start from the beginning and move 1 mile an hour. You can't move that slow.
And it's not like, you know, with me, with this guide, to me, it's just saying, you know what? It's not just taking out the guesswork, but it's so we won't waste the quick to me is that we're not wasting all of this time doing the wrong thing.
Yes.
You know, that was, I'm like, I just put all this time and money and it was the wrong thing. And so to have something that's telling me if, you know, that, you know, what I need to do. And you know, to me, I'm excited about it because That's what I need, especially I'm a school teacher. I still teach. And so when I take off my teacher hat and put on my entrepreneur hat, I need some help.
Mhm.
I need some help. Sometimes I don't go into business mode until, 10, 11 o'clock at night. I need to know what the what. I don't have time to figure out the what. I'm sorry, but I want somebody to tell me the what.
That's right.
I need somebody to tell me the how, because at this point, maybe it's just me, but I have to do my business whenever I can. So sometimes it's at 2 o'clock in the morning. Sometimes it's at 3. Sometimes it's at midnight.
That's right.
Because even as a teacher, I have to bring things home. And so if you're a parapreneur, you have a full-time job and you're trying to get your business off the ground, you better get whatever resource that you can possibly get to help you to maneuver through this thing, because, being a business owner is not an easy task. And so I don't know who's telling you all that you don't need something like this. They're lying.
Right, lying.
They're freaking lying to you. And what it does is going to bring balance, and it's going to bring harmony to your world. You were talking about that clothes. I don't know if y'all can see that clothes. This is what has happened to me. I'm either like this right here, all stressed up, bound up, tied up, can't nothing get in, can't nothing get out.
Nothing.
Okay, or I'm like this. I'm not doing nothing in my business. Just limp. So I go from this, okay, all wound up, still not getting anything done, okay, to this right here where it's nothing but apathy in my business.
But you gotta come with this.
But when you get people in your life that care about you and want you to grow, when you become a part of a community,
then you come
that wants you to succeed, then you'll go from this right here or this right here to this.
Where you can be poured into.
There we go.
Run over
into.
Where you can give and receive.
Right. So your cup can be running over, so that then you can go back and help the next person from your overflow. From your overflow.
That's it.
That's
it.
That's it.
That's all. That's it. That's why we mind showing up whenever we can to share this community with you all, because we want it to grow. We want you to be a part of it. We want you to succeed. We know that it takes everybody. It takes a team. We want to be a part of your team. We want you to be a part of our team.
That's right.
Playing our coach guide, she can't do it with just us.
That's right.
We doing worldwide movements. So we doing international movements. So we need you. We want you.
That's right.
Just as much as you need and want us, we need and want you. This is a two-way street. There is no ego. No ego here. Just like
you can't have ego up in here. I learned that day one.
Right?
That's right.
I almost cursed. I was like, I had no ego up in here.
Not up in here.
You just gotta come with it. Come with it. Look, I've learned to swallow and follow.
You got to come with it to get it. And if you come with it,
that's it.
With an open hand.
Come with it.
With an open mind. An open hand.
That's it.
An open mind. You can get it.
That's it. That's it.
And that's your quick start.
Mm-hmm.
That's a quick start. That's your quick start. And you know what? I'm gonna say this. That quick start, we say, oh, it's free. What I'm beginning to understand is nothing is free.
That's right.
You're gonna have to give something. See, you're gonna have to just clicking on that link. You're giving something. Mm-hmm. You're paying a price for something.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Keep clicking on that link. Going to that link getting that quick start guide and implementing something, it's going to cost you something.
That's right. It's going to cost you on the front end, or it's going to cost you on the back. So I say, take it on the front end and get the resources, the tools, and the knowledge to open your mind, to move you to the next level on the front end, instead of all the sacrifices that you're going to put in time, energy, money, and effort, that on the back end going to cost you double, triple. Because it's going to cost you time. Now, you're not going to get your time back. It's going to cost you money. You might can make up the money, but you're not, because you don't have the resources to do it.
Right.
Oh my goodness.
It's going to cost you money.
Yes.
Because you're going to be so worried about how you going to do this, how you going to do that. It's going to cost you physically. Because once you manifest all that stuff in your mind, that worry, that takes an effect on your body.
It does.
Ask us how we know. We're not just telling you something we're reading from a book, okay? We're telling you what we've lived. We've lived. But now that we've come into wise counsel, and you hear us say it so much, you probably saying, oh, yeah, whatever. But you see us here. We're not just sitting still. We're growing.
Yeah.
We are on the grow.
Yeah.
And this being on this platform and you seeing us and us sharing and giving and pouring into you, that's part of our training.
Right.
Think
right.
about that.
It is.
Think about that.
Right.
Think about that. See,
when you're a part of a community, when you're a part of it, I'm sorry, I think I cut you off, Rose. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
When you're a part of a community, you just show up. Today was not the best day for me. I got up feeling kind of, I don't know what, but I couldn't just think about myself, you know, and so today was one of the, some days you just can't push through. Some days you just need to just let your body restore itself and heal itself, you know. And so I had to decide today, was that the day that I really need my body to restore itself, or is this the day where I need to push through? So I pushed through. And that's why being in a community is so important, because it makes you not just think about you all the time. When you're doing stuff alone, when you're doing things about yourself, it brings about a certain level of selfishness that nobody needs when they're trying to grow and scale and, you know, and you know, be sustainable.
Come on.
When all is you. Oh my gosh. But see, this morning I had to wake up and I couldn't just consider myself. I had to consider, you know, these awesome women that I'm on the platform with. I had to consider Coach Danielle. I had to consider other, you know, women that's in my community. I had to consider you guys.
Right.
You know, it just makes you not be so selfish when you are a part of a community such as this. You have to, you know, you have to push through, not for yourself, but for other people. And so, I mean, we can go on and on and on.
Because let me tell you it's raining here this morning. I mean, it's raining hard. It's nice and gloomy outside. Sometimes you just love gloomy days. I could have stayed in that bed this morning, but I pushed through because I know the commitment that I made. Not just to myself, but to my sisters, to the platform, to the audience, and to my business. Because self-care is the best care. I can give myself self-care after I'm committed, after I fulfill my commitment.
Right.
Because it's what I said I would do. And you have to stay committed to your word. If you're not committed to anything, because when you break your commitment to your word, you're breaking your commitment to yourself.
That's true.
To yourself. You don't realize the toll that takes on you. But after you do that so many times, it does. Like Kayshawn was saying earlier, we don't just come here to talk to you about business. We talk about relationship, spirituality, mentality, physicality, all of those things, because in life, in business, they intersect.
Mm-hmm.
You can't do one without the other.
Can't.
You can't do good business if you don't know where you're going in your life. If you're not putting some things in order in your life, and vice versa. You can do business without having things in order to be able to feel, because that's what sustains you in the hard times. Because entrepreneurship, yes, you get to work for yourself. Well, and you're never really working for yourself. So that's kind of a myth in itself. Because if you don't have customers or clients,
right,
you don't have a business.
Right, you ain't really working for yourself.
You know, you hear people say, "Oh, I'm gonna be an entrepreneur. I'm gonna work for myself because I don't want to answer to anybody." Baby, in this life, there's always something or someone to answer to. Now, as an entrepreneur, you may get to control who and when you answer to folks. But still, if you're not doing it in the right tone, you still might not have a business. So see, there's always something at every level that you go to, that you get to. So you have to have that balance and those things in order to sustain you through those times.
You do.
You have to. So y'all, go get the guide.
Yes.
You see it at the bottom of the screen. .ly BYOB Show 20. Now, it not only gives you a guide, but it puts you on a notification list. See, Coach Danielle is always giving. She's giving you the guide, but then she's also giving you an opportunity. It puts you on a list for the Pink Wall Street notification when the Pink Wall Street guide comes out, so that you can get your business. It'll give you an opportunity to get more information, to get your business in the Pink Wall Street Guide. As we know, in this season, searches for Black-owned businesses, Black-owned women businesses is at an all-time high. They're looking for you. They're searching for you. They are looking under bushes and turning over rocks. What better place than to be in the Pink Wall Street Guide, a guide that you can have in your hand and see millions of businesses? Where would you pass up that opportunity? Please tell me. Who does that?
Don't. No one.
So get your guide.
At least not.
If you come back and see us later on the replay, please put #replay, because we want to know that you stopped by, even though we may not have been home at the time.
Right.
And let us
share the broadcast.
That's right. Share out the broadcast, because share is caring. And we want to know what you think about the resources and the positiveness that we've given you today, that we've laid out here for you. It's yours for the look. I feel like I need to pass the plate. Will there be one? Will there be one today to let it go? And and quick start dropping procrastination. Quick start dropping procrastination. Quick start dropping having your hands closed.
Yes.
Those are your quick guides for the day. Ladies, what y'all tell the people before we get out of here?
I want to say bye, because my laptop is about to cut off. So just in case it does, I want to say I love you guys and have a great Saturday.
Because we're out. We told y'all we will go roll in and roll out, and we've been here with y'all for almost an hour. That's because we love y'all. We do appreciate y'all. But we're gonna have to tell you goodbye, because I'm gonna work for my relaxation chamber today.
Right. See y'all tomorrow, y'all.
Bye, everybody. See you.
Bye, everybody.